Now, before I get into this month's episode of TMI UKF, the first thing I want to point out is that that was an April Fool's joke. So, no, we are not working on a brand new twin spin, and no, I have not bought the rights to the design from ARM UK Limited, and no, there is no factory being built. So, just want to clear that up out of the way for those who didn't know the obvious. But the other thing I do want to point out is, as well, that this is the first ever video on this channel where I'm actually using this new microphone. So thanks to this, I should be able to give cleaner audio with the setup that I'm currently using. And last month's episode also ended up being quite a long one, so who knows how long this one could end up turning up. But nonetheless, let's see what's been happening this month in UK Funfairs. Well, hello there, and welcome to the March 2021 edition of this month in UK Funfairs. So, we are now in April, and this is the time of the year where we are actually being able to get to theme parks and funfairs and outdoor entertainment. So, with all outdoor attractions being allowed to open on April the 12th, so it's looking to be the brighter side of things to come, especially with how the vaccination programme has been going and the effect that it's had on COVID cases, as well as hospital admissions and deaths. So, to start off with, I would normally jump onto the events, but let's just take a look at this regarding Funfairs and Red Diesel. So first of all, the government have officially announced that the tax increase for the use of Red Diesel will not apply to travelling fairgrounds and circuses. In an announcement on the 3rd of March, there will be an entitlement to the use of Red Diesel and rebated biofuels from April 2022 will continue for powering the use of machinery, including caravans for travelling fairgrounds and circuses, as well as generators. The full announcement can be read, and the full article can be found on the showmantimes.com. So with that bit out of the way, let's have a look at any news regarding events in the UK. Now, we haven't been able to find the official report on this, so hence why we're using the article from last year. But Bridgewater Fair, which was cancelled in 2020, there are being plans, and it is being given the green light to happen at the regular time for September later this year. Now, at the moment of recording this, we do not have the dates of when it will take place, but the Sedgemoor District Council, as well as the Showman's Guild, will be proposing and will be trying their best to make it happen, given that all holds up well for June the 21st, which is when COVID restrictions are proposed to be lifted. Another fair in September that should be coming back later this year is Oxford St Giles Fair. They have been given the offer by the Oxford City Council to run the event on the 6th and 7th of September, which would be the time that the fair would be held at, as it's the first Monday and Tuesday of every month. So this is quite a very, very big event, and hopefully it will be able to take place this year, as it is actually one of my favourites. Both Hereford and Leominster Mayfairs will be going ahead in 2021, but they will be going ahead at a later date. They will not be able to go ahead in May due to COVID restrictions, and they are being proposed by the Herefordshire Council that it should be going ahead some point in the summer, although we do not have a date confirmed for both of these fairs at this moment in time. Big thanks to Wayne Moga for sending these in, and these are build-up pics for the 2021 events for Funland at the Tropicana. So as you can see here, we have quite a few of Ashley Rogers' machines, as well as Henry Barker's Phoenix Jump and Smile, and as well as a Euro coaster, which we will get to some more information on that when we get to the news regarding rides and attraction changes. Speaking of Funland, Lee Danta has announced that his ex-David Seal Sizzler will be making his first ever appearance at the event. It was scheduled to take place at the 2020 event at the Tropicana, but unfortunately COVID happened and it all fell through from there. So this will be its first ever outing, and we look forward to seeing how well it does at this particular event. The next thing I want to show off about events is the posters that recently came into light. So this is going to be some news regarding posters for funfairs and events that have came into light during March 2021. So these were scheduled to take place sometime on April the 12th to sometime afterwards. So I'll recommend you pause the video to read the posters, because I will just call out the names and I won't have time to explain every single detail about the fairs, because it'll just be a very long video otherwise. So anyway, here's the posters. Hartlepool Headland Carnival, Cheltenham Balloon Fiesta, Yate Easter Fun Fair, The Beach Exeter and Kidstopia Fun Park, Cranbrook Mega Value Fun Fair, Party in the Park Honington, Party in the Park Exeter, Grove East Funfair 2021, Benson's at Brockwell Park, Blackheath Bank Holiday Funfair, Wakefield Premium Funfair, Barley Lane Park Fair, John Connolly's at Fairlands, Overfarm Vintage Funfair, Nottingley Bank Holiday Funfair, Finsbury Park Late Easter Holiday Fair, the Spring Festival of Light at Brent Cross, Brainton Spring Fair, Busselton near Southampton, Coventry, Tunbridge Wells, and Featherstone Bank Holiday Funfair. Oh, we've also got Hartlepool Marina Funfair, and Bournemouth Redpool Park, Maryhill Mega Value Fun Park, and that's it. So with the events cleared up, let's have a look and see what's been happening, if there's been any new rides coming to the UK this month. So first of all, going back to a teaser that was posted on the IceJet Facebook page about a new ride introduced to the Reeves family, or at least it will be introduced at some point soon, roll on about a month later, and they posted this, which is a sneak peek of the ride safety bars. Now, although this doesn't exactly confirm which ride it will be, however, this does confirm that it should be either Tivoli or KMG, because it has that distinct shape on the bar, and also on the brackets and where the mounting section for the hydraulic ram goes. So yeah, definitely looking to be either KMG or Tivoli, although it hasn't been confirmed either one. But we look forward to seeing what kind of ride this does end up being. Going back to the S&S Viper cars that were coming into the UK, which was reported in this month in UK Funfairs, well, the new owners have actually been confirmed, and they are the all-day family of Las Vegas Amusements. So they are a amusement arcade, and they have just had the dodgems installed, and they are looking quite brilliant. I didn't really know where else to go with this, I'm so sorry, but yeah, they are, if we ever are around the area for any good reason, they're about 4 hours away from where I am, but I'll definitely give them a check out if for any given reason I could be in the area. Sorry about that. Anyway, not really much to say on this one, other than there have been some updates on the new King Sizzler made by PWS that will be for Henry Stud. So not really, I have a lot to say on this, to be honest, other than just the frame of the ride has been done. And yeah, I've just got nothing else for this, I'm so sorry. The Wilmot family in Ireland have taken delivery of a brand new funhouse called Alpine Hotel, which is made by German manufacturer Gossetto SRL. I think it's Lewis Wilmot who will be the owner of this particular funhouse, but this thing looks fantastic. And if we ever are around, we do actually hope to see this in person. Evan Moran has purchased a Zero Wave Swinger second-hand from a seller in the USA. It hasn't been confirmed exactly who Evan has bought the ride from, hence the reason why we're using Zero's website rather than a random one. Although the ride will be debuting at Coney Beach in Porthcawl for large portions, or if not entirely, of the 2021 season there. And finally, on to some changes to rides and attractions that have been happening in the UK this month. The refurb has been completed on James Dancer's Waltzer, and I have to say this is absolutely brilliant. Loving the light package, loving the patterns that are controlled on the LED pixel controllers, and hopefully we will be seeing this in person at some point in the spring or the summer, because I am loving what James has done to this ride. Keeping on topic with James Dancer, the work is being carried out on the brand new track which James took delivery for brand new from Harry Steer in February. So the work mainly consists of new LED lighting, RGB pixels rather, as well as the transformer box fitted, and as well as aluminium floor and the hinges. So its debut hasn't been confirmed, but like with the Waltzer, we are hoping to see this some point, maybe in the spring or the summer. Well, here's something I don't think any of us saw coming. Alton Towers will be having 4 temporary flat rides for the 2020 season as guest rides. These consist of David Irvin's PWS Super Trooper, which will be in the Forbidden Valley on the spot where the Ripsaw topspin was, as well as Davis Stokes' Jumper, which will be on X Sector on the form position where a ride called Submission was. Now, there has been some reports of John Collins' Thunderdome Waltzer making its first ever appearance anywhere at the Dark Forest, right around the area where Rita is, although nothing exactly has came into light about that, and nothing has came into light about where George Burroughs' Sizzler will be going in the park. But this will be an interesting turnout, considering that, well, Alton Towers haven't actually, this isn't the first time they've done anything like this before, but it will be interesting to see how this plays out. Further refurbishment has been carried out on John Davis's Superstar, which he purchased from Edward Deakin last year. The work has been consisting of new lights around the back of the car and as well as the end of the arms, and absolutely loving the work has been done on it, although personally I will miss the flames on the back. And John, if you are watching this and you still have those flames, hit me up, because I would actually like them as some form of memorabilia. But despite that, loving the work that's been done on this ride. And that's not the only ride of John's that is going under refurbishment. His Wild Thing Jump and Smile is also going under a major revamp, which is seeing the cars repainted as well as the cake in the middle. And yeah, really loving the work. And also Jiminy Cricket in the middle has had a bit of a facelift and has gone under some surgery in a way. But loving what John has done with this particular ride. And yeah, can't wait to see how the finished thing looks. Thomas Wilmock's Hulk Miami has got itself a brand new set of seats. So instead of the traditional ones, which was a whole, like a bench of seats and had the whole massive long lap bar that came down, it's got the dangly leg version fitted, which has the over the head shoulder restraints, and it hasn't been confirmed exactly who did this work, but chances are this could have been the work of Eagle Fabrications. The prototype Super Trooper, which was built by PWS, will be going to Barry Island for the 2021 season, as well as one of their mini paratroopers as well. So yeah, I think this is a fantastic addition for Barry, and I look forward to seeing how this plays out for the season. Hope it does well. And speaking of Super Troopers, I think we can see some progress on the fourth one in the background, and I'm loving it, and hopefully we'll get an update on that some point in April, in time for the April 2021 report, which will go out at the beginning of May. John Brixton has sold his Miami trip, Nottingham UK Miami, to Shaw Wallace, who owns the Fun Park in Dawlish Warren in Devon. Now the ride is actually built up at the park, and I just want to read this that Simon Brazil put out. The Miami went over the railway other side, then we drove it in and we lifted it up off its wheels, and they put grease boards under it, and it was pushed into position with a telehandler. So yeah, quite an interesting way of getting it in, and well, I'm sorry, I'm just lost for words there. I just didn't know where else to go with that. Going back to Barry Island, and Henry Dancer has purchased a 40-metre Starfly from Kenneth O'Sullivan in Ireland. When the ride was brand new, it spent some time at the 2018 season at Star Leisure in Bray, and has been to a few Irish and maybe Northern Irish fairs sometime after that, and now here it is in Barry Island. Going back to the Eurocoaster that was mentioned, that was built up at Funland at the Tropicana for the 2021 event, the ride in question was previously owned by the Stokes family and went out to Singapore for the Prudential Marina Bay Carnival, and now has fallen under ownership of Henry Barker. So this is not the first time the ride will be opening in the UK. It has opened for the first time since Lakeside in 2017, ? But this is the first time the ride will be opening under Henry Barker's ownership, and we wish him luck with how this goes down. Now this is a secret we've been holding on to, but since the information came into light from various resources on Facebook and as well as different forums and other forms of website or whatever, we can finally let the cat out of the bag. Oi, shut up. Anyway, so Walter Murphy has sold his 2 Extreme One Capriolo to the Mellors Group. This happened while the ride was out in Saudi Arabia for an event, and it is uncertain or unclear if the ride will come back to UK grounds, but since the direction most Mellors rides go into, I highly doubt we will see this ride ever again in the UK. The Screamer Eurofat Miami, which is owned by Tonya Cole, is undergoing some major refurbishments. Not a lot has came into light other than these 2 pictures, so this one of what looks to be the frame going under the major overhaul, although there does look to be a lot of stuff going on in the background, so looking forward to seeing what goes on from there. And we also have a sneak peek of the new artwork that will be installed on the ride. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how the Screamer Miami turns out, and if all goes well, I know that this ride will look absolutely awesome. And with that, that's it for this month in UK Funfairs. So back to you in the studio, or whatever. So with that, that's it for this month in UK Funfairs. So, well, I guess that now that we're in April, we can look on to brighter things, with events finally coming back. And hopefully, at some point later this year, things will start to get a lot better. moving forwards. So that's it for this one, and goodbye for now.